Tania. Welcome to my channel Tania Talks, and today I am going to discuss about something that I have not seen people talk about, but I feel that this is also something which needs to be spoken. Usually we talk about the people who are introverts, right? We hear a lot of things about introverts, and we see a lot of reels on Instagram as well, that how uncomfortable they get when they are around people. They are not able to express themselves that well, and they don't know how to hang out in social gatherings and stuff, right? But today I really want to talk about the problems or the struggles or the situations that maybe an extrovert, or you can say an over expressive person, faces also, right? So basically I'm talking about myself. So I'll tell you, the main reason, the key reason that I started this channel was also because I am very expressive as a person. Like, if I have something inside me, I just have to talk about it, I just have to take it out. And then I thought, okay, let me just make a channel, okay, where I can just talk about my thoughts and whatever goes inside my mind, and I can just put it out there, and it makes me feel really, really calm, because whatever is inside me I have already taken out, right? So of course I have faced this thing a lot. Now what happens is, when a person is very, very expressive, so they are very comfortable in putting efforts also, right? Like doing anything for the people who are around them, and for the people whom they love, be it their friends, their family, their partner, anyone, right? So it's pretty obvious when you are an expressive person and you know how to make people feel special, right? So you just tell them everything that you feel about them, and if you adore them, you'll be very, very upfront about it, and you would want to do certain things for them so that they feel special and they feel that how valuable and how important they are in your life, right? Now there are, of course, pros and cons of it. So when it's human nature, when you give so much, you will definitely expect something in return, right? Now as you grow up, you get mature, so you understand that not every time the kind of affection, the kind of efforts, the kind of energy that you are providing, it's not gonna get reciprocated in the same manner, right? Because not everyone is as expressive as you are, or not everyone is so much comfortable in putting so much efforts, or maybe just like being expressive enough to let the other person know that how much they mean to them, right? But at the same time, I feel that there are a lot of things which are very basic, but unfortunately people forget, right? So I would say that the least anyone can do is to appreciate the efforts. And it's not about a particular person. I think in general also, if somebody is doing anything for you, the least you can do is to appreciate, if you are not even able to reciprocate the same, right? It doesn't take a lot of energy to be kind. It doesn't take a lot of energy to be thankful, to be grateful for something that a person is doing for you, right? And I don't know, I mean, it's very shocking. It comes as a shock to me when people are just not thankful, people are not just grateful, and I don't know how is that possible. Okay. So what happens is, usually that when you are an expressive person, and you want to give all in, and you want to make a lot of efforts, you want to make other person really, really happy, and you want to make them feel valuable and important and all of that stuff. And unfortunately, when the efforts are not being appreciated enough, or when the affection or the efforts or anything is not reciprocated in the manner that you expected it to be, so then what happens is that you try to like change yourself a bit, You think that no, I'm not gonna be like this now, from the next time I am I won't be this person, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that, because it's just human tendency. First of all, expectations, very normal, very very normal. We read a lot of these quotes that disappointment comes from expectations and you should not expect anything from anyone. Bullshit. It's human tendency. You are a human, you are allowed to have different feelings, and you should feel each and everything very properly so that you understand a lot of things, right? So expectation is the most normal tendency that will definitely happen, right? If you have a bond with someone, if you have a friend, if you have family, you will expect certain things from them, and it's okay, it's completely normal. You cannot do anything about it. Yes, you should learn from your mistakes, for sure. You should learn a lot of things from your experiences, but that doesn't mean that you have to change yourself completely, or you have to just lose your essence. No. If you are an expressive person, okay, and if you feel that you should give compliments to people, and you should adore people if you like them, and you should just let them know without thinking twice, okay, I think you should never try to change your personality, because then you are trying to lose your essence just because there were few people who did not appreciate the kind of a person you are, or who did not appreciate your efforts or your affection towards them. That doesn't mean that you have to completely change yourself, and now you won't be able to put in efforts for anybody else, or you will not be able to express your affection towards anyone or anything because you think that everyone's like that. I know that's the initial feeling that comes to your mind, but what I also feel is that you should exactly be like yourself always. If you feel that you are doing something right, which is not harming anybody else intentionally, of course, so I don't think that you have to change yourself, right? It's completely fine. And yeah, but of course there are a lot of things which I feel that in our day-to-day lives we should really learn. First is to be considerate. I think that's the least we could do. We should be considerate about people more. We should be a little more kind, I would say. And I think there is one thing which I follow, and which I think is very very strong, is whatever you expect from other person, please first of all just try to give it to the other person, okay? It can be a friend, it can be a family, it can be anything, okay? Anyone, your partner, your colleagues also, anyone. Whatever behavior or whatever kind of affection or whatever you are expecting from the other person, please do that yourself first, right? If I for example, if I really like that somebody should ask me that how did my day go, so I think I should also initiate that thing, that I should also give in that energy, and I should also put that effort to ask the other person that how did your day go, okay, or how are you feeling today. So you cannot just keep expecting, you have to give something in return also, because whatever relationship it is, it could be with your father, it could be with your friend, it could be with your brother, it's always a two-way thing. You cannot just keep expecting, and you cannot just expect a certain kind of treatment and you don't want to do anything about it. So I think that's little unfair, and it's a very basic thing. Just behave in a certain way that you expect the other person to behave. That's it. If you follow this thing and you just be honest, be exactly the way you are, so that later on nothing comes as a surprise. If I know that I am an expressive person, if I know that I am an emotional person, if I know that there are certain things which might piss me off, so I should not be behaving in a way that gives out a different personality or a different persona of me, and then after 2-3 months I won't be able to pretend that often. So then the real thing comes out. I mean, it's not required. right? I'm not saying that what is right and what is wrong. It's just that people are different in their own ways, and you should exactly be the way you are. It's just that do not pretend to be someone else, okay, initially, and then suddenly you are somebody else. So that's really pathetic. And at least after being mature enough, and the age that we all are in, like, of course, like mid-20s and about to get 30s and all of that, dude, we don't have the energy to do all of this, right? But yes, it's also important that we do not forget humanity, basic etiquettes, consideration, being empathetic. I think these things shouldn't be taught to anyone. These things should come naturally and automatically. If you're giving importance to someone and someone becomes important to you, I think naturally these things should be there, right? And please appreciate the kind of efforts. If anybody's putting any sort of effort for you, please appreciate that, because everyone's busy in their own lives. Everyone's dealing with their own shit. Everyone's fighting their own battles. And if in all of that chaos, if somebody is putting any sort of effort for you, I think the least you could do is to appreciate, if not reciprocate. So yeah, that was it, which I wanted to talk about. And yeah, please be kind and appreciate the efforts, and try to be honest about who you are. And because when you're honest, almost like 90% of the complications that are created in your life are sorted. Yeah, it might be difficult, but complicated to nahi hota. It becomes really simple. The life becomes really simple if you're honest, and if you do not pretend to do anything or to be somebody else. I think a lot of things are sorted. And the most important thing is, please start behaving the certain way that you expect the other people to behave with you, right? So yeah, that was it for today's video. And I just needed to take this out because it has been happening a lot. But let me know what are your things that you deal with, and have you ever felt to change your personality just because the way you are, it was not being appreciated enough. And please let me know in the comments. And if you found this video relatable enough, please do not forget to hit the like button, and you can definitely subscribe to the channel if you are up for such heartwarming conversations. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.